Hey, you guys, welcome to Captivating Convos. My name is Kim Ludeman, and I am your confidence connoisseur. I'm here to raise awareness about topics that are really challenging for especially us as women, things that we struggle with, from the shoulds to body shaming and just a general confusion about what the heck we're supposed to be doing with diet and exercise. So I've created these conversations as a place for us to come and to talk about these hard topics and to get some clarity. Hello, Miss Becky. Hello. And that's what this is all about. It's all about encouragement and getting some clarity on all the confusion. I mean, how many of us are confused about what we're supposed to be doing? Because depending on where you look, everyone's going to have a different opinion. Hi, Miss Heather. How are you? Everybody's going to have something different to say about what you should be doing for your body, right? And that's what this is all about. Hi, Heather. Hi, Samantha. Hey, friends. If you guys love Captivating Convos, or if you know somebody that might benefit from today's topic, I invite you to share this. There's a little share button down here in the corner. If you feel like it, please do. I feel like the more voices that we have and the more support and encouragement and community that we create, the better, right? The more the merrier. Hi, you guys. You're at work. Hello, Miss Lauren. How are you today, my friend? Hi, Pam. Oh, you guys, today's topic is a doozy. I think I say that every week. It's a doozy. If you weren't here for last week, holy guacamole, as Lewis would say, it was amazing. It was a great talk last week. You can catch the replay in the group, or you can head over to my YouTube channel. I post all the videos there, and by all the videos, I mean the one from last week. So far. Hi, Christy. Hi, Crystal. How are you guys? You're wearing your new Azure? Oh, yay! I would love it. I would love it, Miss Heather. So we have a special guest with us today. His name is Lewis, and he's asleep. It's great. Hashtag mom life. Hi, Crystal. My chair is squeaky. Sorry. Oh, no, Samantha. Sorry. Your boss is like, maybe your boss wants to watch too. They could probably benefit from it. Hi, Brandy. How are you? So today's topic, friends, today's topic is a doozy. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of fun to talk about this one. I am prepped. I'm ready. I've got my little notes here just in case. I hate having notes, but this one is to keep me on track. Because if you've watched me for any length of time, you know I can ramble, so don't want to do that. Is this anybody's first captivating convo? Anybody new to this platform? Anybody new today? Hi, Raquel. How are you? So if you're new, I feel like I need to do this every week just because it's a lot of you know me from LuLaRoe and selling clothes. And you're like, why is Kim talking about this? This is weird. Let me explain. This is your first one, Jackie? Well, welcome. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm just going to tell you real quick. I'm super distracted because up here at the top of the screen are your little faces and your icons, and they keep bouncing around. So I'm like, it's a new feature of Facebook Live, so bear with me as I try to ignore the top half of my screen. Kim Possible. Oh, gosh. It feels like Kim Possible. Okay, so LuLaRoe, why are we talking about this? What is Captivating Convos? Let me give you a quick, recap of what the heck is going on here. So I have been a personal trainer and nutrition coach for about 10 years now. And over this last decade, I have worked with thousands, friends, of men and women trying to help them get a body and life that they love. And it makes me laugh only because it's so hard to do. Especially with one person. I feel like it takes an entire village. You know, we say that about kids, like it takes a village to raise a kid. No, it takes a village to get a healthy adult. It does. So seeing that has really opened my eyes to what it is that we want. What do women want? Specifically men. Men are great, but for our purposes, we're going to really focus in on women. And what do women want? I kind of feel like Mel Gibson right now. What do women really want, right? And I think, looking at the last 10 years, hi Marley, it's been boiled down to women want to be captivating. Women want to be confident. Women want to walk into a room and feel radiant. You want to feel dazzling. If you look up in the dictionary all the different synonyms for captivating, oh friends, it'll give you the tingles. It will. It'll give you the tingles because that is, I believe, what women want, is to be captivating. And somewhere along the line, it gets a little distorted. A lot of times because of our culture, because of how we were raised, beliefs that we have about ourselves, that gets distorted and we think that we don't need to be captivating so much as we need to be skinny. Hate that word. That we need to lose weight, right? Just 10 pounds, Kim, just 10 pounds and I'll feel good then. Eating healthy. I should be healthy and then that'll be it. And then I'll be happy. But friends, I really don't think that's it. I think that those are parts. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Jody. I think that those are parts of it, but I don't think that's all of it. I think you want to feel captivating. I think you want to look in the mirror and be captivated. I think you want people to look at you and be captivated by who you are and the confidence that you have. And girl, I'm here to help you get that. I'm here to help you get that because you know what? If I can do it, anybody can do it. Because I did not grow up confident. No. And I'm here to tell you that you can do it. And after a decade of working with thousands of men and women, I know how to get it. I know how to help you get it. So that's what we're going to be talking about today is we're going to be talking about why healthy may not be such a good thing. And I'm so excited to talk about this because I believe that this is where we get all kinds of kooky, weird ideas. And we're going to sort those out right now. Hi, Jenna. So as people pop in, I'm so thankful that you guys are here listening to this. So that's why I'm taking time to say hi. I love you. Thank you for supporting. If you want more encouragement, resources, community, lots of Me Too moments, head over to the Facebook group, which if you're not there already, it's Captivatingly Confident. If you search that in the Facebook group, it'll pop right up. Join our tribe. It's amazing. Without further ado, we're going to launch into today's topic. I would love to hear from you. Hey, Melissa, what does healthy mean to you? So when I say health or healthy, what's the first thing that pops into your brain? Just first thing. Type it out, comment it, let me know what it is for you. Because chances are it's different for every single person watching. And if you're watching the replay of this, what comes to your mind? Maybe even write it down somewhere. What do you think that healthy is? What is this thing? Because I think that a lot of us are striving to be healthy without a clear understanding of what that is. And if we, optimal body function, thank you, Heather. If we are working towards something and we don't know what it is, it's real hard to get there, right? It's like driving your car without any kind of navigation app, without Waze or without Google Maps or iMaps, and you're just driving. You got to go somewhere, but you don't know how to get there. You don't even know really where you're going. And it's confusing, and that's frustrating, right? Being fit. Oh, Becky, we could talk about fit all day long, couldn't we? So I'm really, I love this. Keep commenting. Keep telling me what you think healthy is, what it means for you. Maybe you don't even know. Maybe you're like, I don't know. I just need to be healthy. I'll tell you what some of the things that I've heard over the last decade. Hi, Crystal. I've heard health being defined as being physically fit, being toned. Toned is probably one of my favorites. What the heck is toned? What does that even mean? There is no such thing as toned, my friends. No. Feeling well. Being able to keep up with your kids. Ooh, Jackie, I hear that one all the time. Being healthy, being able to keep up with your kids. I know lots of people that can keep up with their kids that are not healthy. What is healthy? Being able to do anything you want without thinking about it. Okay. Toned. Yeah, toned. What's toned? This one cracks me up. I love it. That one, and Kim, just tell me what to eat. Just tell me what to eat and then I'll be fine. Then everything will fall into place. And it's like, oh girl, been there, done that, got that t-shirt. It does not work, I'm afraid. It does not work that way. Okay, so healthy. So defining what it is. What is healthy? And I think the first thing you'll realize is that there are various avenues that health looks like, right? So there's healthy eating, healthy exercising, healthy ways of dealing with stress, healthy relationships with your family, healthy relationship with yourself. There's all sorts of different ways that health manifests itself. A closet full of t-shirts. You are so funny. Oh, Raquel chimed in. Not tired, stress-free. Raquel, I love you. Stress-free. Hashtag goals, right? I don't know if anybody in the world is stress-free, my friend. Walk up the stairs without issue. Oh, Kristen, that's a huge one. That's a huge one right there. So, I mean, obviously, even just reading through some of these responses, right? There's already lots of different avenues that health takes. And so one of the challenges for you is to sit down and maybe, even if you're not a journaler, I'm not a journaler, I hate journaling, but friends, pull out a piece of paper and write down the different avenues. So like for stress, what does it look like to be healthy in the arena of stress? What does it look like to be healthy with food? What does it look like to be healthy with movement? And start to define for yourself what it really means. Yep, it's definitely part mental. I know, Raquel. Keep wishing. Find one of those like Zoltar machines. Make your little wish. This is the Zoltar machine. So, healthy. Defining it first. That's got to be the first thing that we have to do. The first thing is define it. Otherwise, how do we know where we're going? You know, we'll figure out how to get there, but we got to know where we're going first. So, I think for a lot of people, the first thing that comes into mind is body-wise being healthy. Am I right? Something to do with your body, right? So again, looking at the definition of that. So understanding, what does that mean for your body? Does that mean food? Does that mean water? Does that mean supplements? Does that mean... What does it mean? Meal prep? Does it mean clean eating? I think it's really, really, really important. And that's why I keep saying it over and over and over again, is having a definition of what health means for you, because it's going to look different for Heather than it does for Raquel. It's going to look different for Heather. We have two Heathers in here. That's why I said Heather twice. And then it is for Pam. Then it is for me. These are all going to be different things because we're all unique. So I want you to be super, super, super wary of anything that says this works for everybody, because that's not, there's no such thing. Even water recommendations, friend. Does anybody off the top of their head know the recommended amount of water that you're supposed to drink in a day? Does anybody know? I'm really curious if anyone knows this off the top of their head. Ooh, Raquel, I like it. Healthy for you is equal balance of mental, physical, and spiritual state. Equal balance. So even like Raquel, even diving even deeper than that, right? Like equal balance of what? How does that manifest itself? And what does it look like? And that's the other thing. 48 ounces, your weight in ounces. Heather, that would be so much water. Oh my gosh. If you know how much you weigh, yikes. First of all, it makes you, if you're working by the numbers, right? You have to know how much you weigh, which means you got to get on a scale, which personally, can I just be real about this? Hi, Erica. 8 to 12 glasses. Oh, I love these guesses. It's about a half gallon, half your body weight. Okay, so we have lots of different ideas about what this is. Nobody really knows, right? There isn't. That would be a lot of water, my friend. Hyponatremia, right there. Drinking your body weight in water. So first it acts on the presupposition that you know how much you weigh. How many of you weigh yourselves? How many of you weigh yourselves? Because if you do, can I make a suggestion? Just one. If you could do one amazing thing for yourself right now, it'd be to take your scale outside, take a sledgehammer. If you don't have a sledgehammer, go to Home Depot and rent one and beat the snot out of your scale. Girl, get that thing out of your house. Anything that's based on weight, unless you have a medically supervised condition, get it out. Just take that scale and just go to town. And it's so therapeutic. Wear some goggles so you don't get shrapnel in your eyes. Yeah, okay. Therapeutic. Bust that thing to pieces. I'm not even kidding. Hi, Janet. Yeah. Only in the doctor's office. Good. Don't even look when they weigh you. Don't even look. Just do this number. Not this number, this number. Turn around. Don't even look at the scale. Your weight has nothing to do with being healthy. Let me say that again. Your weight has nothing to do with being healthy. We'll just let that sink in for just a second. That's countercultural, am I right? Jeez, it is. So best thing you can do for yourself, take your scale, toss it, throw it in the garbage. If you don't want to throw it in the garbage, donate it. Give somebody else that problem. That's a box with 3 numbers that defines your relationship to gravity. That is all it is, my friends. Take it, throw it away. Throw it away. Hello, Janet. Yeah, no, don't even look. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't mean you're healthy. If you lose 5 pounds, that doesn't mean you're healthy. If you gain 10, that doesn't mean you're not healthy. We'll do scales another week. We're going to talk about those. Oh, are we going to talk about those? Seriously, sledgehammer. Trust me on this one. Oh, right? Yeah. You take you're like, how naked can I get to get on this scale? Can I go pee first? Wait, I drink water. Does that mean we can deduct some ounces? The things that we do when we get on the scale. We'll talk about that another day. All right. Back on track. Water recommendations. That's where we got off on. Water recommendations. The recommended amount is that you take half your body weight. So that's assuming you know your body weight. And you divide it in half, and that's how many ounces you drink. And then you add 12 ounces for a cup of coffee, 12 ounces for a cup of tea, 12 ounces for a soda. If you exercise, it's 12 ounces more per hour. And we're doing all this math and adding up all the numbers instead. What if you just drank when you were thirsty? What if you drink when you were thirsty? What if you listen to your body and you're like, oh, I'm kind of thirsty. You drink some water. What if you, with a meal, like sat down and sipped on some water? What if you made it a habit to just drink water throughout the day? Ooh, what if? Right, Raquel? It's so true. It's true. And I think getting rid of words like skinny or fat, thick, thin, fit, toned, I think getting rid of those is nothing but helpful. Getting rid of labels like that, oh, I don't like it. You could do that. You could go by your pee and see what the color is, but then you're spending time staring at your pee in the toilet. And if that just presents a whole other issue. What if you just got in a habit? What if it was healthy for you instead of drinking 99 ounces a day, which PS, your body's fluid needs change every day. Changes every day. There's no static number. So it's an example of the fact that just because something is healthy for you doesn't mean it's healthy for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Can I get an amen? I just gave you permission to not have to track how much water you drink. You're welcome. You're welcome. I think it's good to drink water. Don't misunderstand me. Drink water. Your body needs it. Your tissues need it. You gotta detox your toxins. Like, drink your water, but don't worry about the numbers. I think we get stuck on the numbers side of being healthy. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, totally, Heather. I get it. Amen. Amen. One last thing to think about. Girl, you got so much to think about. You got so much on your plate. You don't need to count your ounces of water. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. I think it's good to be aware. Good to be aware, but don't count the numbers. Okay, so that's an example. It's one example of how pop culture says this is good for you. Do this thing, right? Yeah. Well, sometimes, and if you get to the end of the day and you're like, man, I haven't had any water today, you might want to work on that. Take a water bottle with you wherever you go. I stash one in my purse. True confession, I stick a LaCroix in my purse, so I always have tasty water. If you hate the taste of water, use some essential oils, some lemon in that water. Grapefruit, hello. All right, so that's an example of like a health and fitness truism that we think makes us healthy. Drinking water makes us healthy. Avoiding coffee makes us healthy. Like there are these things. And if you were to sit down and go through the list of all the things you need to do to be healthy, it would make you crazy. Do you know how I know it would make you crazy? I've watched it make people crazy. I've let it make me crazy. I've been there, done that. Hi, Erin. So I think that's the next thing, is that it causes disordered thinking and disordered eating and disordered life, because then you're so concerned about what's healthy and what's not. And it becomes this overwhelming thing. So we don't have a clear definition. But then if we do have a clear definition and it's too clear, hi Donna, then we lose, it just becomes so overwhelming. Has anybody ever been overwhelmed by the idea of getting healthy? That's what this is right here. Have you ever been overwhelmed by that? Have you ever gone into the grocery store and you're supposed to only shop the outside of the aisles and you're looking at all those vegetables and you're like, I don't even know how to cook all of these, and where am I supposed to find time to meal prep? And I should be meal prepping, right? And I should be this and this and this, and I should be doing this and this, right? Holy smokes, friends. It's so hard when you're just overwhelmed and you're like, oh my gosh, all the things. Right? And this is where having a very clear definition of healthy is good, but you also have to bring it into balance because it causes disruption in your life. It's exhausting, Donna. It's exhausting. And friends, it shouldn't be. And this is why I think being healthy is not necessarily a good thing, because then we look at it as an overhaul. Especially with diets, right? And we're looking at health mostly in the context of food and nutrition. If we looked at healthy in context of exercise, we could break it down into weeks of different talks. If we break healthy down by each of its parts in our lives. But I think that looking at it from the perspective of, because I think most of us think of it in terms of like what we eat or put in our bodies, right? So that's kind of where we're landing today, but it's applicable to all areas. So we look at it as the overhaul. I used to do this thing in my early days of health coaching when I was super zealous about like all the things, as a lot of new health people are. And we would do kitchen cleanouts. And kitchen cleanouts now that I look at it, I'm like, oh, why did I make people do that? It's where you go in and you pull out all the crap, all the junk food, all the stuff that's got hidden sugars and MSG and all this stuff, and you clean it all out. And then you go to the grocery store and you drop a few $100s on brand new stuff that's healthier for you. All in the name of health. Friends, that doesn't work either. That's exhausting. That's overwhelming. That's an overhaul. Anything that's an overhaul of your life is, I'm going to say it, it's not healthy. Now, there are things like 21-day sugar detox. There is, Whole30. I hate Whole30. Has anybody done Whole30? I hate Whole30. No offense, Whole30ers. If you're doing like a short-term elimination diet to figure out if you've got allergies or sensitivities to food, different topic. But when we're talking about just like a whole, hold on, Heather, your comments, hold on. We'll talk about Crystal Light. a whole overhaul, it becomes overwhelming, right? It's super overwhelming. So finding, again, define health, define what it looks like, and then baby steps for what you need to do. And this is kind of the hard part. This is where it's good to have some help from somebody that knows how to break it down and work with you to take those teeny tiny little baby steps to achieving what health looks like for you and figuring out how to get that, especially with your family, right? How many of you have been told to go on diets, or you're like, guess what, fam bam, we're going on a diet. Everybody get on board. You know, it's like then you clean out your pantry and your kids are like, wait, what? Where's our food? And everybody's freaking out, right? That's not realistic. This is not realistic, and it's not sustainable. That is the key word here, friends. Sustainable. The changes that you make in honor of health and in search of health need to be sustainable. If you cannot sustain the change, then don't do it. If you cannot sustain the change, don't do it. This is true for exercise too. Oh, Lordy. Is this true for exercise? Oh my. If you cannot sustain it, if it's so hard on your body, CrossFit. Oh, excuse me. I just sneezed. And I did CrossFit for 5 years, okay? But I'm calling it out. CrossFit. If any kind of like Spartan, if it's something that sounds like warrior, girl, you can be a warrior if you want to. But I think for most of us, finding a way to move your body is so critical. But in a way that's sustainable, right? Sustainable, sustainability. Here in Portland, that is like the buzzword. Is this sustainable? Is this sustainable? That's like the word here in Portland. But it's so true. Because if you can't sustain it, you can't maintain it. And I think that's where diets just crash and burn, because you're doing so many extreme things, you're overhauling, you're doing these extreme changes that are not sustainable. They're just not. So, Heather, remind me of your question at the end, okay? Because I don't want to miss that. That's a good one. Yeah, dieting. How many of us grew up with a mom that dieted, or dad? But specifically, I'm thinking about the moms. Mine did. Mine did a lot of different diets in the quest for being healthy, aka being thin. And it was painful. Even as a little girl, I remember watching my mom be like, oh, we can't eat that because we're doing this diet. Is that reduced fat? Ooh, make sure that we get, no fat this and 0% that. And, we drank the white water, non-fat milk. It still kind of gives me a little gag reflex there. We did all that in the name of health, right? Well, unfortunately, my mom got cancer and passed away. So her attempts at being healthy, though in the spirit of trying to be healthy, were misguided, as a lot of ours are, because we listen to culture that says, eat non-fat, eat this, don't eat this, you gotta have this in your diet. And I think you have to do the really hard work of figuring out what works for you. Your body type, with your current living situation, with your stressors and your history. You have to look at all of that and make informed choices about what feels good for you. And this is a whole thing, friends. This is a whole thing, which is why I created Captivatingly Confident, because it takes a village to help you figure it out. It does. And if you have somebody that's helping you and walking you through that process, you'll save yourself years. It took me years, guys. It took me like 12 years to get it figured out because I had to do it by myself, which was really hard. I didn't have anything like this to help me figure out how to define health for myself and how to figure out what works. And I'm so, so, so passionate about helping women figure this out and saving you years of time and blood and sweat and tears trying to figure it out. But here's the steps you gotta take, right? What is the first one? Define what healthy is. Healthy eating, healthy food, healthy body, healthy stress, healthy sleep, healthy life. What does that look like? Spend some time writing it down. I want Heather to write it all down because she's so good with words. because I bet there'd be a ton of nuggets in there. Oh, no, are you serious, Crystal? Oh, friend. Oh, that's so hard. Oh, I was on the other side of that too. I remember being like, gosh, I think I was 12 or 13 and I was wearing shorts. And my aunt walks into the living room. She was staying with us for some reason. And she looks at my legs and she goes, oh, Kimmy, you shouldn't wear shorts. You have spider veins. I was like 12. Way to give somebody a complex. P.S. I wear shorts all the time and I have cellulite and spider veins. High five. Healthy for me means wearing the clothes that make me feel awesome. I don't care if I jiggle all over the place, sisters. But you know what? I am living my best life and I'm choosing the healthy path for me, which is wearing what I want to wear, which makes me feel good. It's not fair, but you know what? I think part of it is cultural and part of it is insecurity, right? Insecurity, sometimes it helps us to put other people down. It makes us feel better on the inside. It's the ugly part of humanity and something I certainly work on. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that to myself. I don't want to do that to anybody else. Okay, getting back on track. So defining healthy, first step. Second step is figuring out steps to make it sustainable so you don't get overwhelmed and get just so confused and so overwhelmed that you just quit. We don't want that. If it causes disruption in your life, it's probably not healthy, y'all. Major disruptions in your family system create shaky ground. And I think it's hard for our families to support change when we do something that's crazy, overwhelming, and that disrupts. And so wouldn't it be better for your kids to see you make changes over time, slowly, so that they can get on board versus like, we're not eating this anymore, or we're doing this. Like slowly integrate instead of overhaul. I think the overhaul is where you're gonna get overwhelmed and get lost. Does that make sense? Can I have some hearts and thumbs up if that makes sense? Maybe you disagree. Maybe you think overhaul is the only way to go. That's fine. You do you, boo. You do you. That is for sure. And that's what this whole thing is about, is you have to know you to make these changes. And if you don't know you, that's a great place to start. Who are you? What do you want in life? What does healthy look like for you? Hi, Abby. So we think that going by the world's definition of health, not going to get you very far. Ooh, UPS is here. I ordered Lewis some new RX bars. He's obsessed with them. Love it. So exciting. Shameless plug, RX bars. Great for kids, great for adults. So yeah, any questions about that? Questions about anything that we've talked about today? So we talked about why healthy is not necessarily a good thing for you, because health, according to pop culture, is more one size fits all, and you are not a one size fits all kind of woman. You are unique, you are individual, you are special, and you have a different set of everything than anybody else. So anything that's a one size fits all, you really got to put on your detective hat and glasses and look at through the lens of you and your personality and your family life and all the things that make you you. There is no one size fits all. Nope. Nope, nope. Okay, Heather had asked, here we go. Crystal Light. Let's talk about that. So Crystal Light, I wish I had an extra device I could pull up the ingredients on it. From what I think I know of it, it's a lot of artificial stuff, artificial sweetener, right? I haven't looked at the back of a Crystal Light container in a long time. We used to drink it when I was growing up. I think, especially for kids, I try to avoid anything artificial, especially with dyes. There's a huge thing about like red dye and little kids and how it's just like tweaking their minds. Poor little things. I think about all the dye we've eaten as adults. And it's like, we turned out okay, right? Twitch, twitch. Yeah, it's got a lot of artificial stuff in it. So I say the more natural, the better, which is why I like things like essential oils in my water. I love I used the doTERRA lemon and grapefruit. Stop it. You could even get like a soda stream and make like fizzy water and add some EOs to that. Oh my. Maybe a little stevia. I like apple cider vinegar in my water. It gives it a little tang with a little bit of cinnamon. So good. It's so good. It's like you're drinking a little soda, and I have a cute little straw. It's amazing how using a cute little straw will help you drink more water. Just saying. It's just true. So, yeah, it's just, it's water intake for sure. It's water intake, but I think the artificial stuff in it probably isn't helpful. I don't recommend artificial much of anything for anybody. EOs, essential oils. Yeah, you can add essential oils to any water, and it's fab. Make sure you check the label and check with your, if you're under medical supervision and care, always check with your preferred provider. Always, and use common sense with stuff like that. But that gets me to drink more water. It's a fun straw and some essential oils, and that just helps a lot. No, you're good. Totally. And I know that a lot of diabetic sufferers are given a lot of artificial stuff with artificial sweeteners. I know that that's recommended. Some of the people that I've worked with over the last decade have been diabetic. Not some, a lot. Have been diabetic, and it's a lot of sugar-free this, sugar-free that, sugar-free everything. No fat, low fat, reduced fat, all that stuff. That's how diabetics are prescribed to eat. And I've got a whole thing on that, but maybe not for today. Nope. No, you're not snarky. Am I snarky? Who's snarky? Nobody's snarky. Ooh, thank you. Okay, questions. Does anybody have any questions about anything or anything that we've talked about today? Questions. Dun, dun. If you need help and you don't know where to start, I offer individual sessions. You can email me if you're interested about those, kim@captivatinglyconfident.com. You can also send me a private Facebook message and we can work one-on-one together. I also have a small group experience that is, the June group is full. So the next group will be launching in August. So if you want to get on the wait list for the August group, send me a PM or email me and let me know, because we go over a ton of this in the group. A ton. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's going to be, you guys, it's so good. It's so exciting. There's something about growing in community, which is why something like Weight Watchers is so successful. Not because of the food restrictions, but because of the group meetings, right? You have all these people, hi Anna, who are in a group, all working toward the same thing, right? Weight loss. Everybody's like, this is so hard. And everyone's like, me too. And you're like, yeah, we can do it, because you're in the group. Nobody grows in isolation, right? We grow in community. We grow when we feel like we're secure and connected. It's like plants, not growing by themselves, but connected. Yeah? No? Okay. Maybe fruit. Fruit would be a better example. But anyway, growth, change is so much easier in a group when you're connected with other people. So much easier, and you have the support. It's a big shortcut for sure. All right, it looks like, well, there's no other questions. So with that, I will end today, but make sure you come back next Tuesday, 10? Oh my, 10. I don't know why I said 10:30. 1:30 today, because we did a preschool tour this morning. Mom life. But 10 o'clock Tuesdays, I just lost my train of thought. Captivating Convos. They happen right here. Next week, we'll have a new topic. Join the Facebook group, Captivatingly Confident. I'd love for you to be a part of our community. I'd love to hear your feedback about these talks, what you want to talk about, and let's give each other some encouragement. Go forth today loving who you are. You are amazing. You are enough. You are awesome, and you already have all the things inside of you to be captivatingly confident. You have all of that inside of you. It's just unlocking it and finding the right key so that you can let that all out. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.